Yeah, man. You ever thought that you still be in the game all these years? Like, is it the respect thing?
I didn't think I would
skill?
I didn't think we were gonna last 5 years because the environment was different when I first came in. You know, you look at hip hop today, and damn near everything has a southern feel to it. You know, when I started, it wasn't like that.
Everything was segregated.
It was segregated. Hip hop was very regional. You know what I'm saying? East Coast people listen to East Coast hip hop. West Coast people listen to West Coast.
You never thought you'd be kind of like? I mean, I don't know. I don't think you'd be irritated, but you'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck? You can't do your own shit."
We felt a certain, we felt a certain way initially, man. But how can I front on a New York MC adding Southern elements to his music when the East Coast invented hip hop? So off top, if you rap and you're not from New York, then you trying to be like New York off top. Like in the early days, that's what it was about. But nowadays, hip hop lives and breathes in so many different cultures and class status and all over the world, from the poorest people to the richest people. The one factor that brings everybody together in this world is hip hop. You look at every TV show, every commercial, every product.
The only time I hear a South artist killing an East Coast track is you're featured on the East Coast artist track.
Right.
But I don't see South artists like stealing the whole East Coast thing and doing a whole album behind
Well, initially, in the early days of hip hop, there was identity crises.
Oh, okay.
In hip hop, where people were like,
it just never blew up or something.
Well, no, what it was just you have cats that were from Texas trying to sound like people from New York. This is the very early days. We're talking about the mid to late 80s.
Wow.
In hip hop. And what happens is when you get to New York and you're trying to sound like New York, they don't appreciate that. And so when you come to New York and you do you and you represent yourself, even if they don't like it, they'll respect it. Like, that ain't really my shit, but my nigga, you doing you. Good luck with that. Times change. People that were born after 95 see hip hop differently, has been exposed to hip hop differently, and the walls that existed in the culture when I started were long gone.
Wow. That's
so
crazy.
all they ever knew was a unified front in hip hop. They don't remember when we had to tear those walls down and West Coast and East Coast artists first started doing records together. Cube coming to the East Coast and doing, East Coast centric music and shit like that. That helps spread the culture. That turns West Coast niggas on to what's going on the East Coast and vice versa. And that's what we need more of in hip hop. Solidarity. Because they definitely out to get us. So we got to team up, stay together, make sure we get them.
Back into my research on out there. I did a little research, and then I really could not find that many artists that people need as a doorway to be accepted in hip hop. And then the three that I found was you, of course.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg.
Right.
And Raekwon. And then the way you guys do it is in a humble way, because it's not like anybody could do a record with Jay. It's not like anybody could just, yo, Kendrick, let's do a record. But people, for some reason, like all the up-and-coming artists got to go through your doorway to be kind of like universally like accepted.
I can see what you say that.
Because you guys, you have a humble attitude where you respect the new cat.
Yeah, and I want to see people
A lot of people
win.
don't do that.
Well, see, I came in the game different than most people. Like, we had a lot of rejection in our early days. We had a lot of people that tried to front on us when we first came out.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that when these young artists come in the game and people don't feel like they're getting their proper respect from people. The number one thing that I see wrong with these young artists is that they get taken advantage of so much by the industry. Like, they'll have a hot record and somebody will hit them up to get on the remix, and then they get on the remix, and really they're not getting on the remix to help blow you up. They're trying to take some of that shine on your record away from you. So you'll see people on a remix or something with a record, but you'll never see these people in each other's company. And that's the difference. With us, like, if you call me about a record, I don't, and one thing, I don't do every record that everybody call me for, whether it's money or not. There's a lot of things, like some of these cats, I have to send them back to the basement because they're not ready. If like, look, I know you want to spend this, I'll take your money if you want me to,
but come on,
but you're not going to win with this record, no matter who you put on it. You need a different approach. Because my thing is, if they get the right, mentorship, and you give them the right information, and they blow up, and they real niggas like they supposed to be, then you're going to get all that shit back. And then some. So for me, it's never been an issue about, Oh, that little nigga got a budget. Yeah, I'll hop on that record. No, it's not about that because I don't want to be associated with fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? You can keep your money. Your money ain't worth my reputation out here.
But you know what's crazy, Bun? But honestly, like I can't even say I accept money and all of that shit too, the brown paper bags. And whenever you see me say somebody's extra hot, the money is in the pockets.
Oh, right. Chuck, you brought the bag, right?
Yeah. Okay, you know, I learned that from Pimp C, by the way. But
brown paper bag money is good money, man.
That's the first thing I learned from Pimp C, man. Maybe I put that out there.
That's right.
Who are we to say who's hot anymore? The wackest songs be the hottest shit.
This shit is all subjective to the listeners.
You never demanded payment from these guys out there, man. You know, Drake did records with you, Jay-Z, a lot of the legends.
Right.
Like, how do you demand payment? Like, do you demand like record swapping, or is just like a relationship? Like,
I always take a favor over money.
Okay.
When you're dealing with rich people, take a favor over money because you could undersell the shit out of yourself.
Yeah.
With rich people you may be thinking 5 figures and they be thinking 7 figures, and you just been shot yourself in the foot off 2 zeros.
Damn, man.
You know, so we're rich. When you're dealing with the Jay-Z's of the world like that, money's not an issue. A favor is a real thing.
Do you see them like you're like, damn, this guy, like I played like a role in his success, like, and you see where they're at.
It was just the right place.
Out of space, like
I'm sure I did, you know, as much for him as he did for me in terms of that song. You know what I'm saying? Whatever fan base I may have helped him solidify, he definitely helped me solidify some new fans as well. So the shit's all reciprocal. That's the big word shit. My bad, Who Kid.
Yeah, I know.
Back and forth.
Yeah. Well, Big Pimpin' is rumors has it that Jay-Z got a secret baby because of that video, man.
That was very interesting to hear.
Yeah, you know,
that was very interesting to hear that all of that happened, and I was like, because I was in close proximity, but I wasn't that close. You know, so but I think they got that all squared away. So I don't know.
Beyonce was like, bitch,
this nigga.
Let's get into the album, man. This album was done 2-3 years ago because during that time we were dumbed down with the whack lyrics. But it seems like Kendrick kind of like smacked everybody. M's album is out. You strategically came out with this album at this time.
Yeah, well, this album is actually a lot of when we did the trilogy. Most of these songs are from the trilogy sessions, and when we did trilogy, initially I started it like very aggressively, like just straight on lyricism, straight, and I wasn't considering like trying to make an evened out album. So I kind of like pumped my brakes and make sure that trilogy was more well-rounded. And in the course of doing that, I realized, like, you know what? Like, some of these records don't fit this album. Like, they're great records, but they don't fit this album. Like, the Fire record with Rick Ross and Serrani and 2 Chainz is, you know, very heavy island influence, Jamaican patois spoken on the record and whatnot. And as great a record as it was, we couldn't find a place for it to fit between this song and that song.
Wow.
And a couple of other records were like that too. And, you know, even the record I had with Raekwon. And, you know, most people would not have a song with a Rick Ross verse on it and not put it out because most people would want to kind of ride his momentum.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't make records just to, that was the record I wanted him on. I could have put him on other records. I could have put him on a single. That was the record I wanted him on. It didn't fit, so we pulled it.
Oh, wow.
You know, and we had a couple of records like that we pulled.
I mean, if you don't want to,
just from content,
you give it to me and I'll just put it out there.
Yeah, well, you would, but I wouldn't have got no money fucking with you. So that's why, you know, until we figured out a good way to bring this music to the people, we just kind of sat on it. And like I haven't been signed for 3 years, so I just been kind of, you know, going out doing other different shit, you know, supplementing my income and whatnot. And you know, because I ain't want to, you know, I'm tired of being signed to record companies. I don't want to work for nobody no more in the record industry. I want to work with people.
I mean, that's big now. Everybody's on that independent shit now.
Yeah,
they're doing it. Every song he's done, freestyles, and of course the epilogue. I've been running through the album, and of course, Off Type is one of the top joints out there. And people love Eagle, the Eagle record. Eagles, you know, there's a lot of doves getting tweeted out there.
AKA pussies.
Yeah. We have a rap dove list, but I'll wait till you leave and then I'll put it out there.
I appreciate
out of respect for you, you know,
I appreciate
your relationships out there.
Don't worry about that. You shitted on every time I come up here. You kind of go out of your way to shit on someone I love.
I'll be nice today.
I appreciate that.
Lyrical content. The number one thing with the epilogue is the lyrical content. Did Kendrick play any role in, like, because his Control record kind of like affected everybody out there? Did it affect you in any way?
Nah, man. I've been in this game for 20 plus years, and when I first came in, that was the mentality I had, and when I die, that'll be the mentality I had.
Oh, wow.
You're supposed to feel like that. You know, you look at these football games, these dudes out here, you know, you'll watch the runner, he'll, you know, run up the middle, he'll get the shit tackled out of him, and then they'll get up, and him and the dude, he'll tap, that was a good hit. And then if the running back comes back and then runs and breaks that tackle, he'll come back and the dude will be like, all right, you got me on that one. You know, but you're supposed to want to do it at your best and then you're at the highest level. Like for me, I was telling somebody yesterday, it was like, we talked about the same thing. I'm like, look, I woke up one day and literally I was like, fuck every person that rap as far as rap is concerned.
Wow.
Y'all are good people, I'm sure. Some of y'all are my good friends. But as far as this rap shit, I'm finna fuck niggas up.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality. It's not personal. I'm at work. I'm supposed to be doing the best at my job. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, that's the mentality an MC's supposed to have. And other MCs that take it personal, they're not coming to the table with that mentality. They really thought it was all good and that everybody's supposed to be their friend in this rap shit. But ain't no friends when it come to money and power.
It's a business.
This is a business. You know what I'm saying? And my pay scale is predicated on how good I am at what I do. So I want to be the best motherfucker at what I do. Otherwise, somebody else going to get that money. You know what I'm saying? So this shit it's never personal. It's just business. And I'm in the business of eating MCs up.
And that's trill right there. That's a trill shit.
Oh yeah, I just got hit with a pause, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pause. Oh yeah, pause.
I probably got 80.
Pause.
There's probably about 80,000 niggas on Twitter like hashtag pausing the shit out of me right now.
Pause.com. You got a new website, man.
But I'm like, oh, wow. But nah, y'all, I want to be the best. So I understand Kendrick saying it, and I think it's great that somebody from this generation of MCs gets that because that's what an MC. Not a rapper, because we got a lot of rappers, way more rappers than MCs in hip-hop. Exactly. But if you're an MC, then that's the mentality you're supposed to have. And if you're an MC, you shouldn't be offended because he said that to you, because you should feel like that about him.
And I'm glad you brought that up. The legendary DJ Screw, I see you respected him big time on your album. Can you explain that record for all the new kids out there?
Screw is a good friend of mine. DJ Screw is a hip-hop legend. He's not just a Houston or a Texas or Southern hip-hop legend. He is a certified hip-hop legend. They actually gave him a ring and created a category just for him because what he was doing in hip-hop had never been done before. So Justo, rest in peace, had actually given DJ Screw a special title and award.
That's crazy.
Based on what he brought to hip hop as a DJ.
Changed the game.
Absolutely. So